Does your eyesight work
Yeah, that's
better than
pretty
mine?
blown.
Good morning. Happy foggy day. Back in Nebraska, a little bit breezy. I might actually go spray. It's been really rainy, really wet, really windy. Have gotten a little bit behind on spraying. I need to finish beans, move over to corn and do some other corn, and then I need to hill the corn. Would you guys like to see some of my fields to see how tall the corn is growing? I will show you that, try to show you that today. If it's not one thing, it's another. But isn't that life? Is just going from one thing to another. Today, my fuel barrel is not running. Would you guys like to see how a fuel pump works? So would I. So, the motor is just humming. I know I've got good electricity because I've checked that. I pulled this cap cover off. Try not to lose those bolts. And then you've got this spinny wheelie device with these vanes that come down and propel, suction, and vacuum. So it vacuums fuel out of here and into the pump. But it is just humming, so I think it seems to be spinning freely. And if I spin it, let's see, how do I film? Let's see if I can film, man. So I can get it to go, but it won't keep going. So is there a starter in this motor or a capacitor? Whatever the case, I think it's bad. I will take it off because once I put that lid back on, it won't run. Maybe it's just a weak motor. All right, working with fuel today. Did you guys know we were going to be doing that? I really am going to probably climb in the sprayer and also unhook a couple tractors and hook them up to the hiller because we need to hill, ridge, cultivate, whatever we want to call it, our corn. All right, kids are up and going. Here, four-wheelers rolling around. Okay, so I believe in the video I showed that it was not working. Ethan showed up, and I'm showing him why it's not working. Go ahead and grab it. And then it started working. So I tightened these two bolts up. Thank you for making it work. Anyway, I was able to teach him how a fuel pump works, or how a fuel pump it doesn't work, and he showed me how it does work. This is a full service gas station, right? Farm fuel, which is free for the kids. I grew up on free farm fuel. Thanks, Dad. We are now in the old shop. Fun fact, Dad built this shop by hand the year that I was born. And he farmed out of this shop. I don't even know what this is, 40 by 60 maybe, and 14, 16 feet tall. Anyway, farmed out of here for 40 years. Now it works really good for storage. We did put a heater in it 15 years ago. Finally, you can see, and we re-roofed the ceiling and re-insulated that right about the same time, right before we built our new shop, 2012, 70 by 100 with 18-foot side walls. But this works really good for storage, and it is heated if we want to warm anything up in here like a calf. It is time to put away those Demco SideQuest tanks that I had on my planter tractor that we took off, put them over there until we could get some machinery out of here. Now Ethan and I are going to put those away just so that job is done. Oh yeah, and the stairs that Dad built. We'll put those away. sometimes we learn by doing. As much as I want to go out there and let them know that the forklifts are impossible in mud, gravel, even they'll get stuck on hard ground. But apparently he didn't get stuck, and or he's just learning. So sometimes you got to just let your kids go, let them learn, figure it out. I've got the forklift stuck a plethora of times. So we'll just let them figure it out. Forklift, that's good content. Stuck equipment. All right, a couple days ago when I was spraying, it started to rain on my way home, and a big gust of wind hit my windshield, and my windshield wiper was running, and it wedged the windshield wiper. And I turned the lights off, not the windshield wiper. So I blew a fuse, looked in the cab a little bit. I cannot find the fuse. So come along with me as we dig around underneath looking for a fuse. I can't imagine that it would be here under this Mercedes motor, but we can take a peek real quick at the fuse box if we don't touch anything wrong and blow this thing up. Here's a couple starter solenoids. Oh, getting a phone call from my brother. The problem is the windshield wiper doesn't work. Okay, on the phone with my brother. So here's the super secret compartment under this motor. You and I have been in here a couple times. You've tapped on that one when the starter wouldn't work. Also, it's not the starter or the solenoid. I think it's my handle position. This cat. How do you keep a cat from being super annoying? Get away without fully booting it. Okay, does your eyesight...
Wiper?
Yes. Does your eyesight work?
Yeah, that's
better than mine?
pretty blown.
Let me see it. Let me see it. How do you know
Yeah.
if it's popped? Okay, what about this one?
Pop,
it's
pop.
yellow.
There we go.
Can you read that? I bought it from Temu.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Temu? Temu. How do you pronounce it? And shame me. Make fun of me.
You know, hopefully this works. This is not... You can definitely see the difference in build quality.
How? I can't see any difference. Put it in there.
Yeah,
it's a win.
That's why you hire me, because I can see.
All right. That is part. You got to hire the younger generation just for their
All right, all good.
abilities. We're good this time. All right. I'll get in and try to run it.
No. Hey. No. No.
Does it want to play?
It wants to claw my hands.
All right. Ethan shared me. Okay, what do you do if it wants to? So you pet the cat. Is that animal abuse? Are we going to get in trouble for animal abuse? I mean, it's a cat. It'll always land on its feet.
It keeps coming back.
Apparently what you're supposed to do if it...
It's like playing fetch with a dog. It keeps coming back and wants to be launched.
No, dogs and cats are totally different. You're supposed to pet the cat and then just give it a nice little lob. Well, that's what I just did, and now it's not bothering me. Now it's bothering Ethan. We love all animals, but also we have to get work done. So you have to toe the line, cat. You got to work here. Have you cleaned up in the shop yet?
Definitely not.
Apparently the cat went into the office. Welcome into my sprayer cab. Key does not start because Ethan did the fuses. No, I think it's this handle. There, that's what it was. You always have to idle up your motor so you can get good volts. Turn that on and then watch that butterfly valve. There you go. I just turned on agitation. Why is it still bonking at me? All right. So, windshield wiper does work. We have to figure out what's going on here. parking brake on. All right, it's really turned out to be quite a nice day. Now, I am almost finished spraying, have a couple more acres left, but I'm out of mix. So fortunately, I have some leftover mix from earlier in the season, minus a few chemicals that'll still work for soybeans. And I kept those in some totes. So what I'm gonna do is lift those up. Usually we go around with a four-wheeler sprayer and spray around the pivots, wells, and wherever we have weeds around the farmstead. But I'm going to, this will be enough gallonage to finish spraying. So I'll get the telehandler, lift up the tote, and dump it into the spray tank. It's mixed and ready to go. Then we'll be finished with beans, and I will switch back to corn. So I'll have the boys help me rinse out the sprayer. Here we are. Got the telehandler back. That is fixed. Cylinder is fixed. Got the flatbed here so we can clean up all of this scrap steel. I got a bin still for sale. You guys got a couple days to buy this 10,000 bushel bin from me. Otherwise, I'm going to use it on my dirt bike track or sell it as scrap iron. I might auction off some of these things on an auction house, these motors and augers. But this place needs to be cleaned up. Oh, and also, we need to cut out the concrete and jackhammer that concrete for that auger. Don't forget about that. Happy Thursday, baby Friday. A little bit easier way of loading, easier than carrying up 5-gallon buckets, I guess. So just about 75 gallons in there, and about, can you guys guess how many gallons are in one of these totes? What is a typical tote? And these totes are IBC totes. Hello, cat. Have we named you yet? What is the name of this black cat for the farm? You guys are in charge of that. Cat, what's your name? I don't think we've given you one yet. There's a nice little head scratch. Do I have permission to put you on the internet? Ton of lightning bugs out tonight. I don't think with the exposure of my camera they're picking up as well, but they're out there.